and welcome ladies and gentlemen to CasualPeteGaming. Today we're going to be playing over around Brotato. We're going to go the engineer here and we're going to do it on difficulty 5. So did the engineering before, however for some reason the recording didn't go well, so we're starting all over again. So how did we manage the engineer? So the engineer is pretty good. He relies a lot on his turrets to do the bulk of the work. And yeah, so his sort of class attribute is that structures spawn closer together, which is kind of a good idea. It just means that, come on, pick it up, thank you. It means that the more structures you have, the closer they spawn together, the more useful they are at sort of overlapping themselves. So structures include mines, the turrets, those things just spawn side by side, meaning they've got a more focused area of damage, and it also creates you sort of like a fortress to survive in. He starts with some bonus engineering and has a penalty on actual damage output himself, so yeah, that's why you rely a lot more on your turrets than on your actual physical swinging of the wrenches, which aren't that strong. So that's good. So we want plenty of armor and we want plenty of dodge. Plenty of armor, plenty of dodge, the usual layers of survivability, then health regen, since we don't have that many other sources of healing. And then we've also got to rely on items to provide us more healing, so things like healing 1 health on picking up a material, chance of obviously, and things like what was the other one? Oh yeah, consumables through luck. Those will be our other sources, main sources of healing. That's additional engineering, that's pretty good. Do we have anything here useful? Notes, I got rolled once. Let's get some more engineering. And let's get some dodge here. Dodge is one of our more reliable sources of healing, so we've got to go for it. These two are pretty good. Roll once, can I lock anything else? No. Okay, let's play this round as well. So far so good, we're doing pretty okay. So I would say there's a couple of tiers to the turrets that happen, and I feel like the second tier, so the tier where we have a flamethrowers, is the tier I like the least. I would rather focus on trying to get a purple turret up rather than keeping too many blue turrets around. I find the first tier and the third tier better than the flamethrower tier, unfortunately. But hey, we work with it. Alright, so none of these. Keep that, lock that one. This is a good one. I like that. And ooh, no, let's leave that one there. Let's focus on getting more turrets. We're not making that much money yet, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. So we've got to focus a lot on getting damage as quickly as possible, because as the games go on, we'll get to the rounds where there's elites, and if we don't have a lot of damage by then, we don't stand much chance of actually killing them. The turrets spread their damage out quite a bit, which is normal since they've got their own sort of AI targeting system. So yeah, we just have to make do with that and try and do our best around that sort of gameplay mechanic, which is no way a bad way of just playing the game, but just makes it a little bit more tedious at times. Let's take more trees. I don't usually focus on trees when playing the engineer because you need to be active and mobile and all that sort of thing, but the trees can help you out. Let's lock this for the next one. Roll once. Can I lock anything else that's useful? No. Bada boom. Alright, so far we're doing alright. Killing all the enemies, or most of the enemies. Let's get some more items. I think I did pick up the more trees there, since trees just give us more consumables and materials. I don't focus on trees typically when playing the playing engineer, but I feel also that yeah, it's a chance of getting items that is higher than on regular monsters, so obviously yeah, it just makes sense. I feel like trees are always valuable. It's just not necessarily what you should be focusing on all the time, depending on what you build you're playing. Right, do we want this? No, we don't. There's no benefits here. Let's get some speed. Hey, let's combine this, buy this, and buy this. None of these really. I'll lock this one. I'll lock this one. 5 HP is not bad. And I'll lock this one. Okay, so far we're doing alright. So yeah, if you're watching the video at this stage, please feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. I would really appreciate it. And if you have any builds you would like me to try, just please let me know in the comment section, and I'll be sure to try and make them, have a go at them. Thank you very much. Alright, so far we're doing okay. Just breaking trees. Trees gives items. We just got to make sure that we pick up as many of the resources as we can that we knock down. There is a graph with trees where with items. The more items you pick up, the less likely you're going to get an item again. So you can't get an infinite amount of items while playing, but you can still get them, which is the important part. And even if you get just 2 or 1 per round, it could be like a lot. Like this one here is just great for us. This one's rubbish, but it gives us more materials to spend, so it's not a bad thing either. Okay, let's pick up these 2. Pick up these 3 actually. Let's go with it. Armor and engineering. That's engineering, so I'm going to lock it. I'm going to roll once. I'm going to buy that. There you go, we're doing alright. We're coming on to wave 8 so far. We're doing pretty okay for damage at this stage. We've got a little laser that's popping up. I think that was 60 odd damage. And yeah, so far so good. Alright, let's keep focusing on this. We need more. Obviously at this stage I'm looking, we've got 23 armor, which isn't much. I just feeling comfortable right now that we won't necessarily die unless I do a misplay, which can happen. But we're looking mostly for... yeah, I've got to start scaling my health substantially. So I want to be up in the 60s very shortly before it gets too crazy and out of control, really. But so far we're doing okay. Right, let's do all that up. Yeah, I think we're doing not too bad. I like the additional items that lets currency just get vacuumed up into us. I find that always very amusing. Could I do with 9 dodge? I could do with 9 dodge, yes. But I still need a lot more health. Alright, I'm just getting lots of wrenches here, landmines as well. These 3 are just great. We're going on to wave 9, so we're not doing too bad. These are still the easier waves. Things start getting hectic around wave 11, I believe. That's when you get the sort of mummy aliens that are... They're just painful. Yeah, they're just painful. They start hitting hard, they chase you down faster. It just gets really, really hectic, really, really quick. Wave 9 isn't too bad for us anyway as an engineer, since yes, there's more enemies, but we also have quite a bit of spread damage going on. And none of these enemies are too tanky, so they're not really damage sponges that we have to deal with. There's a couple of damage sponges in there, but they die quite fast still. Alright. So far so good. Just picking up all this currency. Yeah, we're making a good amount here. Alright. Whoa, I just walked straight into that. That could have been fatal. Never mind. And 12 health. I just can't skip that. Can't skip damage. Could never skip damage, really. Let's pick this up, pick this up, pick this up. Another spanner, so I'll just combine these 2. Pick a more tree up. Another spanner? Bloody hell. And another one? What's going on? I'm going to lock this. We're getting to the point where we're going to want to start getting... Hello. We're going to want these 2, so shoots every 3 seconds. We shoot out 6 alien eyes to do a bit of damage off our health, max health, since we're going to be stacking more health now. This is good. And then every time we dodge, chance to heal 5 HP straight away. That's just going to be good, since we're going to be stacking dodge and armor. And I've got to start looking at doing that very shortly. Our damage is good right now, but yeah, it needs to get higher, quicker. And if we can't do that, then we've got to go the opposite direction and try and survive a longer periods of time. Which is usually the angle that I end up going, is just surviving, outlasting the enemy rather than killing the enemy. It's just the nature of the character, really. Alright. Get those trees down while we can. I'll come back to that in a second. So far so good. Scoot down to here. Try and get... No, gotta play it safe, gotta play it safe. Can't be too reckless. Get the trees that are closer to us. It's just safer and smarter thing to do than trying to go for the ones that are just out of the way and in a dangerous position for us. Explosion size, I'll take that because I'm thinking of merging some of my turrets up soon. Let's get a bit more luck. This is good, this is good. This is good. It's a bit expensive, but it's good as well. Okay, so these... I want to merge them up very shortly, but do I want to lose one engineering for it? Yes, I do. There, so this one's now a missile launcher. The missile will also will benefit from the additional explosion size that I went for. So I believe that was the right play. But we'll see. Maybe it was a bad play, but I just feel like I need the additional damage from him and the additional cover. Hopefully, I did the right thing. We shall see. He is hitting enemies for 100 and something, I think. No, 88. I think the explosions are hitting for, which is pretty good. By no means is he being a slouch and not doing any damage. He's definitely carrying the weight that I was hoping he would. And the actual attack speed that he's got going is very nice. So yeah, really happy with the combination up. I know overall I lost a little bit of their engineering, but I'm sure I can make that up by just finding one more spanner of any level, really. Alright, got that done. Not too bad. Good amount. So we want some more armor. I think I got a tunnel vision armor a little bit. I shall pick you up. Robot arm. That sounds very nice. Thank you very much. And I'm not going to focus on the piercing. This one seems nice. I'm going to lock it. Well, once... No. No, thank you. Just another turret. Alright, we're going on to wave 12, which is a horde wave. So we've got quite a few turrets going on now, which is nice for us. I think we're going to try and stay focused in the middle. We did pick up additional turrets again, which is kind of nice. It just means we have more cover. As you can imagine, the more turrets we have, the safer we'll be overall. They pick up a nice chunk of additional armor as well, so it means that I'll be taking less damage. I haven't found a healing turret yet. I usually find one of those by now, but you know, it is RNG, so just got to make do with what you have. I haven't found actually either any heal on picking up materials, which I usually find by now. So yeah, it is what it is. We'll just make do. Found plenty of items though, so it's not too bad. Right. Try and go through the middle here. That's not too bad. Good amount of heal. Good amount of items as well. Now, none of these... What's my speed? 11. 11 is fine. I'm looking for armor or dodge. That's a lot of dodge. That's a lot of armor. And that's more armor. So those two, good. And here's my additional item I needed. Perfect. So now we're looking at 16 armor, which is a good amount. That's 50 less damage. The dodge is a good point. Speed, as long as it's above 5%, I feel like in general, these numbers here are more or less what you're looking for. And then health, I just want it to go as high as possible now, with as much regeneration as possible. Alright, we're on wave 13. So this is when I feel like we're more or less halfway. Probably work out that it's probably not quite halfway, but we're getting there. Since the waves do get longer as the game goes on. But we haven't had, yeah, we're not doing too bad for now. There's another item, which is good. You can go away. Items, you don't have to worry about picking them up. They just get vacuumed to you at the end of the round, and there's no benefit of just holding on to them anyway, so you're good. Alright, so that's good. Another tree down here. Oop, dodge that. So we'll be able to check how much healing I've done by dodging. I think I'll be quite curious to see that at the end of this round. I don't think I've done that much, but we can check. not too bad. Let's recycle this. Let's get just more armor. Here's a medic turret, which is pretty nice. So this is the healing by dodging is here. We've healed 5 health. There you go. It's not huge amounts, but it's a useful amount. It's more than 0. Let's get another. Ooh, hello. I'll lock that. This is nice. I am going to combine these two. Pick up another wrench. Engineering for every 1 elemental damage. We have 0 elemental damage. This is expensive for no benefit. Expensive for no benefit. This one on the other hand, this is there'll be 61 damage. So these 2 items are really good for us. And anything else? No, let's leave it at that. And go wave 14. So wave 15 is when we get a boss. So we have to see how we get on here. So far, we're doing okay. We have a good amount of turrets going on, so that's nice. I've just got to make sure I dodge the projectiles manually. Can't really rely on armor for those. They seem, projectiles in general from enemies seem to do more damage than actual melee hits. But there are less of them in general, so as long as you focus on dodging the actual projectiles, you should be okay. Okay, that's why it makes elites a lot more technical, because they tend to shoot out way more projectiles than just regular waves. So yeah, you gotta just work with it. Okay, so far we're doing alright. Let's go and get all this loot, all this XP and materials. Not too bad. 3 items is good. Let's take the additional health recover. This one's always good, and this one is, it's alright. Yeah, we can work with that. Let's get 12% more dodge. Oh wow, all of these, can I afford everything? No. I'm gonna lock the speed first. I'm gonna keep that locked. I'm gonna take these 2. This is useless. And that's it. Just checking, is that useless? Yeah, that is useless. Good. And we have an elite enemy now. Luckily we do have, I don't think I've met this one before, or very rarely. Can I kill him? I might be able to kill him. Just trying to keep him in my turrets. The more I keep him in my turrets, the more likely he is to take additional damage. He seems to be doing alright in the damage taken area. I just gotta keep him here. So I just have to play around my turrets. If I move too far away from my turrets... Oh, he's speeding up. And he's good. Great. So, the main reason you want to kill those elites is they will give you a rare box. So, a red box, sorry, that always gives you the highest tier of item that you could possibly find. So, that is just good. So, it's a red item. And this one's absolutely fantastic. Just drop any materials drop, get instantly absorbed. It is just a fantastic item. You just really can't say no to it. There's actually no reason to say no to it at all, really. So dodge is at 48%, so I don't think I want to try and spend more on dodge currently. I don't need any loot range anymore because I just absorb loot, period. Our healing speed is pretty good. We've got quite a few towers. And I feel absolutely safe. So any loot at all that drops just gets vacuumed in, so I'll be 100% material drop absorption rate now. So even better. Can't really fault it. For materials anyway, it doesn't absorb consumables or item boxes, but item boxes get absorbed at the end of the round, and consumables get absorbed at the end of the round as well. But having them lying around across the map for you could be a good way of saving your biscuit down the line. You know, you just run towards them in case of an emergency. That usually works out for you. Alright, so far so good. Yeah, the currency is just going to be great. So we're at the wave now where we start getting enemies that buff its teammates and all that. So a bit annoying, but overall not too bad. I'm going to take this. I want the additional experience. I'm going to recycle that. How are we doing? 30. Ooh, that's not too bad actually. 30, that's 2.78 health per second. Let's get a bit more dodge here because the dodge was the highest value. Let's get to the armor. That's a maxed out wrench. Armor and dodge is good. That's a low tier wrench. Let's combine these two and buy that. We'll have another red wrench after this raid. We have a boss going again. So hopefully he'll take the damage he needs to take. And he'll die soon. I've just got to make sure I corral him through the turrets. And just not get killed in the meantime. He's taking a good amount of damage so far, so I'm pretty happy with that. Ow, ow, stop it. Thank you. The additional enemies in there are not making it easy for me. Is he gonna die? Come on. He is definitely refusing to die. Come on. Yes. Fantastic. I was really afraid for a second there I wasn't going to get him. That's more max HP, so I'm just going to take it. That's more armor, so I'm going to take it. That's really good as well. So that's more max health at the end of a wave. Oh, not at the end of the wave, whenever I pick up additional... let's combine these and buy this. So that's more max HP whenever I get... I'm thinking of the word. Whenever I pick up consumables while I'm full health. So that happens typically towards the end of a round. That will happen. I can get up to 10 max HP per round. So yeah, overall, really, really useful item. Alright, so I've got quite a few rocket launchers now. So this is where the additional explosion range is really paying off for us. And yeah, as you can see so far, we've got a good amount of dodge. So if the enemies do manage to hit us, odds are, let's see, I can pick up max HP, 3, that'll be another 4. So yeah, I think we're in a good place so far. We'll probably, hopefully not blunder this up and waste it, but I think we're really in a good place to actually win this one. Okay, pick that up, get the max HP while I can. Okay. Yeah, 10 extra HP per round is really, really good. Let's recycle this, recycle this. Extra luck, no thank you. You don't need that much luck, just a little bit of luck is good enough in this game. Let's not take the additional damage because it doesn't scale anything. This is armor and engineering. We lose a little bit of life regen, but the 6 armor is pretty good. Pretty filthy in general. This is another spanner that I don't need, and I can't roll anymore. So what we're looking at is armor, 67% less damage. Engineering is at 82, which is really good. Health is regenerating at 2.6 health per second. And don't forget, we've also got the healing turret in there that hits us. I think I saw it for 7 health per hit. So it's healing us 10% of our health. And we also got the chance of healing when we dodge, and we have high dodge. So I think overall we are very safe. Obviously there's a few of these enemies that are a bit spooky that you want to sidestep, but overall we don't really need to move anymore. Because dodge should carry us through a lot of this as well. Like there, I just dodged. Dodge. Alright, let's go break this tree down. And move back to the middle. They hit us for 10 still. So like you see, some of these enemies hit really, really hard. So we do have to sidestep them. I'm just going to wait for the end and let the game hoover in the consumables. It'll just mean that more of them will be caught while we're at max HP. Since everything else heals us in the meantime. There we go. So I think I got quite a fair bit of additional HP there. The dodge is maxed out, so I don't need this anymore. I can just recycle it for the currency. Recycle this as well. This is additional armor. We lose a bit of movement. That's fine. Engineering, good. Health regen, perfect. This one's good. Well, we're at wave 19. Oh, we're going wave 20 next. Okay, so don't need anything that gives us... yeah. Let's think about this. This is engineering +2, but luck. It's a bit late for that. I'm thinking I need... Let's get another eye. How many of those eyes do I have? Where are they? There they are. Got 3 of those. Alright, so we're we're pretty much in a good place. I think we should be able to win this. We've got enough armor and dodge to survive. The regeneration is 3.22, so that's not bad either. And we got a fair bit of health, so hopefully, assuming the bosses don't go all silly on us, we should be in a good place. But all I have to do is walk in a decentish pattern and not get too much in their face. Just dodge projectiles, dodge that. As long as we're doing something like this, we should be okay. And the dodge is definitely helping. I think your dodge might be a little bit underrated in its ability to just keep us going in general, but so far it's been good, really good for me anyway. I've had good results with dodge. I know it's the RNG base, but dodge and armor, the two combined together, nearly an infallible way of staying alive. Now I've got first enemy has gone down, and the second one anytime soon. Anytime soon, I said. Come on, get hit. There we go, perfect. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. That was the run with the engineer that I failed to record properly. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. And also, if you'd like to see another build of your choice that you've come up with, or you think it'd be a challenge to do, just please leave a comment and I'll get to it. Thank you very much. Cheers. Bye for now.